What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So yesterday I pinned an article on my website. Make sure you guys check it out. Stay tuned. www. You don't even have to put that. Just put boxingego.com. I'll pop up. But I pinned an article regarding this yesterday. Again, make sure you guys check it out. And Terence Crawford and Hank Lundy have a verbal agreement to fight the end of February, HBO, Top Rank. And there's a mixed bag with the particular fight. I want to give my thoughts about this particular HBO date. They're doing it in New York. Co-main event would be Felix Verdejo. For more details on the build-up and stuff, again, check out my article. Now, let me just chop this up real quick. Now, I've seen some detractors who it's like they're looking for any reason to be mad. For one, this is the second month of 2016. Bob Arum has already been on record stating he wants Terence Crawford to fight frequently. I believe he fought 2 times last year, Delorme and Jean, and I think Arum says he wants to up that ante and have him fight more. So that's one thing. This is early, it's fresh. And more importantly, some people are saying, oh, and people are mad that Pacquiao picked Bradley. First of all, Pacquiao picking Bradley has nothing to do with Terence Crawford. And since you guys want to bring Bradley up and Pacquiao, let's talk about it. So, I noticed this. A lot of boxing fans, they attempt to play dumb. And we all know that follow boxing that Terence Crawford was a potential candidate for Manny Pacquiao alongside Amir Khan, Adrian Broner, they threw in there, and Timothy Bradley. Pacquiao picked the one guy who he believes in his mind that he beat 2 times, and a lot of people agree with that. He is fighting Bradley for a 3rd time, leaving Terence Crawford without a dance partner. Terence Crawford is on record. I believe Dante's Boxing Nation and a slew of other YouTube channels have interviews. And Crawford said post-fight, he's down for the Pacquiao. He won by stoppage his first 2 fights at 140. Thomas Delorme, Jean, he stopped him. Jean had never been stopped before. Delorme got stopped by Abregu, but that was his first fight. And Delorme is a former welterweight. So my point being is this. He looked good in 2015. He won both of his fights by stoppage. He says he wants the Pacquiao fight. Bob Arum, shout out to Ellie Seckback, but Ellie got a video with Bob Arum, ES News, check them out. And Bob Arum says he personally likes the fight with Terence Crawford and Pacquiao chooses Timothy Bradley, a guy he believes he beat 2 times. And Terence Crawford has to fight somebody. So why people are up in arms and mad at Terence Crawford, like, why Hank Lundy? Why? We wouldn't have to see a Hank Lundy fight if Pacquiao selected him. Hell, Pacquiao could have even selected Khan or Broner, and people wouldn't have been mad at the Pacquiao-Bradley 3 fight. So don't try to play like, oh, why is Terence Crawford, he's cherry picking, he's picking Hank Lundy, he's not even ranked top 5, blah, blah, blah. When we all know this fight would not happen, we would not be seeing this fight had Pacquiao selected him. Bob Arum wanted it. I, as a fan, wanted it. A lot of boxing fans who left comments on my post, check it out, they wanted the fight, right? But Pacquiao didn't, and he picked Bradley for a 3rd time because it'll be quote-unquote most exciting. Terence Crawford, he's not in boring fights. Jean hit him with, like, he was dominating, but Jean hit him with like maybe 2 punches late in the fight. Hit him flush. He jumped right on him. You know what I'm saying? So how wouldn't a Pacquiao fight be exciting? So that's one thing. The second thing is Mauricio Herrera. Mauricio Herrera, hell of a fighter, a top-level name who's been on the wrong side of some decisions at 140. And that would be a respected fight. So if you don't like Hank Lundy, that was another option, but Herrera turned it down. He says, I'm not making enough money. I don't have enough time to plan, and it's not going to work. I won't be ready by then. So you can't be mad at Terence Crawford for staying busy and fighting somebody. He has to fight somebody. Pacquiao didn't choose him, who's the A side in the equation. Pacquiao didn't select him, even though Bob Arum wanted it and I wanted it, right? Mauricio Herrera says, I can't be ready. Who do you want him to fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, Broner's fighting Thea Payne. Victor Postal, I don't know what's up with his career. But that's a good fight, maybe a fight that they'll try to build. Some people even threw out Ruslan Provatnikov. But literally, what has Ruslan Provatnikov done in recent memory? He just had a fight in Russia where he knocked out some guy I've never even heard of with his first fight in Joe Diaz. Props to him for that. But he lost to Matisse. He got pulverized by Matisse in those early rounds last year, and then he came back and fought a no-namer. You know what I'm saying? So why? It's like some of you guys just care too much about a name. You know what I'm saying? Ruslan Provodnikov probably has, off the top of my head, I don't know, but he has probably just as many losses as Hank Lundy, if not close. And if you know anything about boxing, Hank Lundy got heart. Hank Lundy got he has a mean streak, if you will. Hank Lundy is a game fighter who he comes to bang, you know what I'm saying? And he's been on the wrong side of the decision. I thought he was beating Herrera. If they're going to the scorecards, I thought he should have won that fight based on the rounds that they fought, and they gave it to Herrera. That's just me personally. His fight with Thomas Delorme, it was close. It was a fight of halves. Thomas Delorme knocked him down, looked good in the first half, then gassed out, and Hank Lundy, after I think Barry Hunter got on his ass, he started to up the ante, and he started showing that Philly spirit and really putting it on Thomas Delorme. No homo. So, again, some of you guys don't know boxing. It's like you just want a big name for the fuck of it. Ruslan Provodnikov, stylistically, is tailor-made for Crawford. All he has to do is stay out of the immediate wheelhouse of Ruslan Provodnikov. But we've seen Ruslan Provodnikov outboxed time and time again. Chris Algieri got outboxed. He got outboxed versus Mauricio Herrera when Provodnikov fought him. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about power. Hank Lundy, at least, like I said, he's more athletic. He's probably just overall quicker reflex than Ruslan Provodnikov. Victor Postol, like I said, that's the only option that I could think of at 140 that's logical. I would love to see Broner versus Crawford, but one's with Top Rank, one's with Heyman, so that's probably not likely. So you guys y'all gotta chill with that. Why did he pick Lundy like that was his first choice? You can't, if you go to a restaurant and you're like, hey, can I get a cheeseburger? And they're like, oh, we're out of ground beef. Okay, can I get a hot dog? Oh, we don't have any hot dogs. Well, okay, can I get the chips and salsa? Yeah, we have that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at Terence Crawford because the Pacquiao didn't want to fight him. Herrera didn't want to fight him. So he went down the list and picked Hank Lundy, which is a fight that they can make. A guy who's not going to turn down the fight. You know what I mean? A guy who's going to be ready, who stays in shape pretty much year round. And a guy with the name. He's been in big fights too. So step your boxing knowledge up. You can't be mad at Terence Crawford for this. I actually think it could be a competitive fight, to be honest. You know what I mean? You've seen the De'Aaron Jean fight. It was spirited in moments where De'Aaron Jean, sometimes that's what happens. You get two black fighters in there with each other, especially a guy like Hank Lundy. Like I said earlier, he has that mean streak, and he's a talker. Like I think they already went on wars on Twitter and stuff like that. He's been on videos saying he lost respect for Terence Crawford and different things like that. So it could be a fun little build-up. He's not going to hold back, if you will. You know what I mean? Ruslan Provodnikov doesn't even really speak English well, so there's not going to be much of a build-up if he were to fight Terence Crawford because of the language barrier. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't see what the hoopla is. It's not a terrible fight. It's not a horrible fight. It's not the best fight out there. I'm not going to make it sound like that. But some of you guys, you just, if it's not the cream of the crop of all fights, you say it's a cherry pick or a dumb fight. But again, you can't fault Crawford for going down the list. Herrera could have been an option. Like I said, the only people I could think of that would have been possibly better is Jose Benavidez, who in his last fight came in overweight, and I think he fought at 147, and he came in overweight. So, you know what I'm saying, he has to worry about that. I don't know the logistics behind if he would be able to be ready, but all I know is he came in overweight his last fight, so I don't know if he would be able to shave down enough weight to get to 140 or Victor Postol. So not a terrible fight. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.